So Gav, tell us the story behind the banner we have here at the Northern Angling Show.
Okay, so this year we thought, rather than put a load of information on the banner at the back of the stand, we'll just have some nice visual graphics going on. When we looked through all the pictures of fish and bait and whatnot, one really stood out. And it's got a real story behind it actually. It was a trip to the quarry in Essex, a well-known lake. You know, lots of you watching this now will know the venue. Can be tricky, can be rewarding. We'd been there for a night already, and I'd caught a decent tench of about £8. There was lots of pressure up that end of the lake. So my idea was, or my plan was, to ambush fish as they moved out of that area. We knew fish were in that area already. More and more anglers were appearing around that area of the lake, that end of the lake. And I thought, as the fish get pushed out, I'll have my traps set. So I baited quite heavily on the first night. And off that spot I had that tench, about £8. Anyway, the morning after, the night before so to speak, it was obvious the fish had moved out but gone straight past. It was heavy, the angling pressure was heavy. There was some lads on the far bank that were having a real good socials. So with that I thought, right, I'm going to up sticks, got up really early that morning about 5 o'clock and did another lap of the lake, 2 laps I think. And anyway I found a fish, saw a fish show, probably 3 swims up further to the left from me, so they'd moved where I thought they were going to move, just quicker and further I guess. So with that, packed down, got all of my rods out the water, took everything out of the way, packed all my bivvy away, made a mental note of where the show had been. I had no idea what was underneath the water, so I opted for one of my all-time favourite presentations, the Musselburgh Red with a PMBA adjuster plug, because I just know it's going to sit beautifully over anything that it lands on, because I've not led it about, I haven't got the marker out or anything like that. I just know that there's some fish activity in that area. And the show is the direction I would have expected the show to be in. You know, the fish have headed from where they were originally. A couple of nights before we'd been speaking to the bailiff, and so we knew the fish were in that area and they'd moved as I expected. So I got into the peg, it's called the dugout on the quarry, and dropped a Musselburgh Red with the PMBA right exactly, perfectly on the spot of where I'd seen this show. Looked a decent fish, you know, it was certainly a carp and it was certainly a sizable one at that. Anyway, 10 minutes later, after I'd got 2 rods out, the left one was away, again with another tench. That was on the Aurora as it happens. Similar setup to the Musselburgh Red. So I landed that fish. It was a tench of about £5 if I remember right. Really nice, dark, angry fish. If anyone's seen the picture of the fish, it's got its dorsal in full flight. It looks like it's about to take off. It's got its fins in such a pose. As that was just getting into the net, the right-hand rod went off. The one that I dropped onto the show. So we'd only been in the water 10 minutes probably. And you know, a fair old tussle ensued. But if anyone's been down to the quarry, it's got some quite deep margins. So particularly under the rod tip, there was a good old battle, and that turned out to be the picture that we use for our backdrop, which you can see behind me. It's a fish known as the dolphin. It's a really old mirror, one of the very original fish that's in there. As soon as I shared the picture with the guys from the quarry, they knew which fish it was. It's called a dolphin. I think it came in at just over £30, 10 ounces I think. So yeah, really happy with it. It was a really pretty fish. Perfectly formed fins on it, some really lovely scales, and the odd battle scar where it's seen some action. Very small withered barbels. It was a real character, and it was for me personally, a real special moment. The trip finished in that afternoon and made the way back up north. Very happy man.